PTW presents Whose League Is It Anyways? This season starring A Curse Upon Your House, a Grinchy one. His humans are so big and everything else is proportionate too. It's King Craig. Hey, look at that cute puppy over there. Oh shit, it's PTW King. He'll donate his blood, your blood, hell, anyone's blood to his Lord and Savior Ormondal. It's PTW Vogue. And last but not least, slinging white weenies everywhere, it's Wizards Lizards. What is up? Welcome to Whose League Is It Anyways? The best new MTG Commander League on YouTube and Twitch, where everything is made up and the points matter. Points are the most important. Today it's myself, King. We got Craig. We got Wizards Lizards. We got Vo. This is match 5, everybody. How we feeling at this point in the league? How's everybody doing?
I'm
Tired.
feeling ashamed.
Yeah, me too. I feel it.
I've lost my budget points, and it's tragic.
That is true. Just before the match, there was a big swing in budget.
We are down to $23.
Disgusting.
$23.
It's really impressive. So Craig will be claiming those budget points, apparently. I haven't checked mine, but again, I know I'm not getting close to $23. Just a real quick reiteration. Whose league is it anyways? We've all built decks to season restrictions. They are flashing on the screen now. And again, the points are the most important thing. How are the point standings looking, Vo, going into match 5?
I have myself in first at 16.
Yeah, you would.
Grinchy is about to be knocked out of placements. So then tied for second is Wizard and Craig at 12.
Well, so it looks like we got some close competition for the lower places. So let's kick it off.
It's fixed.
Draw. We'll just go ahead and play a tapped stomping round and pass.
Right, draw. Play a forest and pass.
Not me. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to pay 1 to cast out Blood Soaked Champion. Pass.
Oh lord, a Bloodstone champion.
Can't block. I can pay 1 and a black to return from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Plains and pass.
Untap draw. And we're going to do a forest. And we'll tap 2 for a ranger class. When it enters the battlefield, make a 2/2 wolf. And I'll pass.
Ooh, coming out hot.
Draw. Play another forest and pass.
Play a swamp. I'll pay 2 to cast a Zulaport Cutthroat. Go to combat. I'll swing 2 at Kink.
I got a wolf.
Yeah, I got a 2/1 that can come back from the graveyard.
You right. I'll take 2.
And I'll pass.
He's right.
Play a plains and pass.
Untap and draw. And we will play a mountain. We will do 3. Tovalar. You just got Zulaport Cutthroat for blocker, right, Bo?
Yeah.
Oh, you get the wolf back.
Bang, 2.
And when he does damage, I draw a card. Because of Tovalar. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pass.
And it be daytime. Draw. Play a forest. Tap 3. And play a Heronblade Elite.
Oh, baby.
And pass turn.
Tap draw. Play a Tectonic Edge. And pay 3 to cast Jaren. ETB, I'll lose life, make a human. And still Blood Soaked guy can't block, so go to it, Craig.
Take 2.
And I'll pass the turn.
On your end step, I will cycle Marshalling Cry and draw a card and go to my turn. Play a plains. And I'll tap 3 for a Jinxed Choker. At the end of my turn, target opponent gains control of Jinx Choker and puts a charge counter on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, Jinx Choker deals damage to you equal to the number of charge counters on it. You can pay 3 to put a counter on it or remove one from it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass it to Kink and pass my turn.
Boom. So I take 1 at my upkeep. Because it's got 1 on it. Untap and draw. We're gonna play a forest. I think we're gonna tap 4. Arlen the Pack's Hope. Neg 3 to make 2 more wolves. We go to combat. And we are going to swing a 2/2 wolf at you, wizards, because you're open.
Mhm.
And I'll draw a card off Tovalar. And we will pass turn.
Untap, draw, play planes. Tap 3 for a Stalwart Pathfinder. That will put a counter on the Heronblade Elite.
I didn't pass my curse choker. I'll give it to Vo. And it has. Does it get a counter at the end step?
Yep.
Upkeep
counter.
against
So
a
it has
counter.
2. Sorry, Craig.
No, that's fine. We'll play the Stalwart Pathfighter, put a counter on Heronblade Elite, which means the power
Oh,
will be
gets
2.
one.
So I'll tap her for 2 white and tap the green, and I'll play a Veteran War Leader. She'll get another counter, and I'll pass the turn.
So I untap. I lose 3. I draw. Play a swamp. Let's do 3 to cast a Relic Vial. Has 2 tap, sack creature to draw a card. And as long as I control a cleric, Relic Vial has whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Do you control a cleric?
Jaren is a cleric.
God damn it.
I still can't block with this little guy, so I'll go to combat. I'll go to wizard.
Take 2.
And then I'll pass turn. I'll give the choker to wizard. Goes up to 4.
Untap. Draw. I will tap 2 for Knight of the White Orchid. I'll then play a plains for turn. I will tap 3 for Adeline. I will end my turn and pass it to Kink, and it will have 5 counters on it.
Untap. We take 5 in our upkeep from
Yes,
this choker.
sir.
And then also in our upkeep, it's going to become nighttime from Tovalar. I'm going to +2 on Arlen to add 2 manners. Play forest. 6 for Hollow Hinge Overlord.
Oh,
At the beginning of my upkeep, each creature I control that's a wolf or a werewolf makes a wolf. Let's go to combat. Alright, Craig. 3 wolves.
Power toughness,
2 2s.
and you got 1 open mana, is that correct?
It is.
I'll eat one of the 2 2s and take 4.
Okay. 2 wolves go through. I draw 2 cards from Tovalar. Main 2, we will tap 1 for Stoneforge Masterwork and pass.
choker.
Oh, choker.
Choker.
You know, I kind of want to give it to Craig, but I don't want it to go up as fast as it has been. That's the problem here. So I'm going to give it to Vo.
Right, play planes for turn. We're going to tap 3 for a Yang Yu. We're going to put a +1/+1 counter on. Also, he says creatures with a +1 counter can be tapped for green mana.
Yes, sir.
Or mana of any color. Tap 2 from Mikaeus the Lunarch with X1. It's going to hit Herrenblade Elite. Coven trigger. All my creatures get indestructible because I've got 3 different powers now.
Oh, boo.
It's pretty
Yep.
good.
Till end of turn.
Wowee.
Then we're going to go to combat, swing the Herrenblade Elite for 4 at Kink.
Heron Blade for 4, and it's indestructible, huh?
And it has
Yeah.
Vigilance.
Well, I'm taking 4.
I tap this for white. And we're going to Dusk. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. I'm not affected because I'm indestructible. Last turn, by the way.
That's
that
2
was
spells
good.
too, so daytime.
So upkeep, lose 6. Draw. Move to combat. Swing the Zulaport and the Blood-Soaked Champion at Zhan Yangyu.
Get him.
No! What are the power toughnesses?
2/1 and a 1/1.
Yeah, he's dead.
Main 2, I'm gonna pay 2 and use the Relic Vial to sack the Blood-Soaked Champion. Each opponent will lose 2, I'll gain 2. And I'll draw a card. Have a trigger, lose a life, make a human with Jaren. And I'll pay 2 to cast a Soul Devi Adnate. And I'll pass the turn, I'll pass the Choker to Wizard. Go to 7.
Untap. Choker trigger. I will tap 3 and Oblation it. Then I will draw. I'm going to tap 2 for Ambitious Farmhand. Go get me a Plains card. And I will then play that. And if you have Coven, which I do now, you can pay 3 to flip it into a 3/3 with lifelink. Isn't that great? I'm going to swing my 3/4 commander at Kink. And I will create a 1/1 swinging at each of you, including Kink.
Well, I'm taking 4.
Oh, actually, Adeline will be bigger by the time damage is dealt. 3,
So 3 more.
6, yeah.
I think I'll block it with Jaren.
I'll take one.
I will pass my turn.
Alright, we will untap. We'll draw. We will play Forest for turn. I reckon we'll +1 on Arlen. Allow me to play creatures that flash and they enter with a +1 counter. And then we'll go ahead and do 5 for my boy Tovalar. And then we'll pass turn.
Right, untap. Draw. Go to combat. I still get the Stalwart Pathfighter Coven trigger, so everything gets indestructible. See what kind of dent we can do to Wizard. We're going to swing a 4/4 and a 3/1 indestructible Vigilance at you. Wizard.
Yeah, but are you going to play combat tricks?
I may do. You just have to find out.
I'm taking it.
5 for Commander. Herrenblade Elite will get a counter. Pass turn.
Untap draw. Play Swamp. Let's do 4. Cast Prowling Geist Catcher.
Okay.
2/4. Whenever I sack another creature, exile it. If that creature was a token, put a +1 counter on Prowling Geist Catcher. When it leaves the battlefield, return each card exiled with it to the battlefield under your control. Tap up the Soldevi Adnate, sacking the Zulaport Cutthroat. Each opponent will lose 2, I'll gain 2. It'll get exiled with the Geist Catcher. And I'll pay 3 to cast Soul Channeling on Jaren. It's an aura that has pay 2, regenerate enchanted creature. Pay 2 life. I will pass the turn.
I will untap. And draw. I'm going to tap 3 and play Bereaved Survivor. I will go to combat and swing Ambitious Farmhand at King Craig, making 3, attacking 1/1.
I think I'm going to take 2 because I don't trust it.
Block the 1/1 with Jaren.
Kink, you taking it?
A 1/1?
Yep.
A 1/1?
Nah, wolf.
Oof.
Okay. So I will have 1 survive and deal 1 damage to Craig, Ambitious Fireman will not die. Bereaved Survivor will transform into a Dauntless Avenger. I will pass my turn.
Untap. Becomes nighttime. Nighttime!
Daytime.
Oh, nighttime! Alright, we'll draw for turn. We will play a faux rest. I'm going to +2 Arlen to get the 2 mana. We're going to use the 2 mana and 1 green to play a Howlpack Resurgence. All my wolves and werewolves get +1 and Trample. We are going to do 2 to equip Stoneforge Masterwork to Tovolar. And then we will also do 2 to level up Ranger class to level 2.
Level up.
So
Doing it.
whenever I attack, I put a +1 counter on target attacking creature. Then we will go to combat. Regenerate.
Please don't set me to 13 life. Oh my
Isn't that what you
goodness.
want, though?
That would be a shame.
I'm sure it would. Here comes Tovolar for 9.
I will block with Jaren.
Okay.
Before damage, I'll pay 2 life to regenerate Jaren.
Okay.
So 6 will go over.
6 Commander. And then I'll pass turn. Tapping Macias. He's putting a counter.
Oh, he's putting a counter on Macias.
On Macias. Then he's pointing. It looks like he's tapping. Yes, he is. He is
4 or
tapping
5
that
mana.
green one in 5 mana.
Inspiring Call.
Inspiring Call. Yes, I'm glad I did not attack over
Draw
there.
3. Yep.
Now he's going to his upkeep. He's untapping. He's drawing. Yep.
Right, we're going to tap the Macias
Yep.
for the other part of him where he puts a +1 counter on each other creature. Right, we go to combat. The Coven trigger goes off. Everything goes indestructible. We'll send the Veteran War Leader, which will be an 8/8 at Voe, and then we'll send the Heronblade and the Stalwart Pathlighter at Wizard. 7/7 and a 5/3 at Wizard.
I'll throw a human right under the bus.
Yeah, I'll throw Knight of the White Orchid under the bus and a human.
And I'll pass the turn now.
Yeah, need trample. When my human dies, each opponent will lose 2, I'll gain 2, and the Geist Catcher will get a +1. Untap, draw. We'll go to combat. We'll pass through combat.
Okay.
Nothing to see here. Main 2, I'm going to pay 12 life to regenerate Jaren 6 times. And then I'll move to my instep. Jaren trigger on the stack. I'll sack the Adnate to its own ability to get 2 black mana. Each opponent will... Don't worry, because last time you took away 2 and it was only supposed to be 1, so there you go. 2, 4, 6. We will flip Jaren into Ormondal. I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I will tap 3 and do my Coven. Sure, looks like 7. I'm going to tap 4 mana. Play Valor in Akros.
Huh?
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Oh.
I will go to combat. Dauntless Avenger will go at King. King Craig, you're going to get my 3/3 with lifelink. And Voe, you will get Adeline. And then you will all get a 1/1. And that will give everything +3/+3.
Dauntless Avenger is a what now?
Dauntless Avenger is now a 6/5. And attack trigger on that, I will get Knight of the White Orchid, and everything will get another +1/+1. So it's going to be a 7/6.
Wolf block.
I'm going to take it.
Voe, you've got Adeline coming at you, which is a 13/8.
And the humans are 5/5s.
Yes,
1/1
there's a
humans.
5/5 coming at each of you as well.
I'll block the 5/5 with Ormondal, and I'll block Adeline with the 1/1.
I'll stick the Heronblade in front of the 5/5. She's 6/6 at the minute.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's 7/7 at the minute.
I'll block 5/5 too.
I'll sack my 1/1 to Ormondal. There's no drain effect because I do not have a cleric.
I'll pass my turn.
Let's untap. We'll draw +2 on Ireland. Alright, I'll cast Primal Adversary with 3 additional pumps.
It'll be an 8/7.
Okay, so yep, when it enters the battlefield, I pay 3 additional 2 manas.
Wolferino.
So it gets 3 counters, and then I make
3 wolves. Oh, lands you control
lands.
become wolves.
Yep, we are gonna move through the phases and pass.
Right, we're playing Forest. Go to combat. Coven trigger. Everything gets indestructible till end of turn. Right, we are going to swing. Oh, Vo, I'm so sorry. We're swinging at you with all 3.
I can't believe you. Okay, what's coming at me?
A 5/2, a 7/7, and a 1, 2, 3, an 8/8.
5/2, a 7/7, and an 8/8.
All on the ground, all indestructible.
Let's do Ormondal into the 8/8. The human into the 7/7, and Prowling Geist Catcher into the 5/2. Pay 2 life, regenerate. Gain 6 life off the life link.
That's gonna be me.
And this human, I'll sack it to Ormondal since it's gonna die anyway.
Cool.
Draw a
You're gonna
card.
exile it?
The other thing not die.
Yeah, it gets exiled since it's a token. He gets a +1 counter instead of
Did the other-
exiling it. I'm gonna pay 5 to cast Nightmare Unmaking.
What does that do?
Woo!
Choose one. Exile each creature with power greater than the number of cards in your hand, or exile each creature with power less than the number of cards in your hand.
How many cards are in your hand?
5. I'm gonna choose exile all creatures with power 5 or less. No, not 5 or less. Less than 5. It's 4 or less.
I will exile Glorious Anthem out of my hand and flash out Force of Virtue.
I think you just fucking
say-
exiled 3 of my lands.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna die if I don't get rid of his stuff. What do you want from me?
Not to exile my lands!
Right, in response, I'm going to tap this. I'm going to remove the last counter off of him.
Holy
dies.
shit.
I'm going to put a counter on everything.
I'm gonna play Witch's Cottage. I'm gonna choose not to put the Bloodsoaked Champion back on top of my library. And I will pass the turn.
I guess I'll tap for Odric. That's gonna
Just
give
rebuild.
+1/+1 to Adeline. I'll attack Vo with Adeline. I'll make 3 attacking 4/4s.
That's out of line.
Nope, 5/5s because they all have +1/+1 from Force of Virtue. Adeline is a 9/7 coming at you, and then
And a
everybody else
5/5
is
at
getting
everyone.
a 2/2 that gets +3, so a 5/5 at everyone.
I'll block mine with Primal Adversary.
I'll block the 5/5 with the Hermblade.
I will block the 5/5 with my 5/7 Prowling Geist Catcher, and I'll block Adeline with Ormondal. I'll pay 2 to regenerate him.
I'll pass my turn
I'll untap.
before I pass. Hand wheel.
It's gonna be daytime! Draw. Go down to 5. And we're gonna make 2 wolves. I think we'll do 3 for the Silver Fur Partisan. Whenever a wolf or werewolf I control becomes target of an instant or sorcery spell, I get a 2/2 wolf. I'm going to go to combat, and we are going to swing Tovalar Evo.
How big is he?
10/10.
I'll block
In
with
every
it.
deck.
So it'll soak up 7 of the damage, and 3 will go over. And these guys
Draw
will come
away
back
from
to
the
play.
damage. Main 2, I will tap 1 for Village Messenger and pass.
Right, untap. We'll play a Plains for turn, and we'll tap 2 for a Rite of Harmony. I think we'll tap you for 7 white, and adding a green into that. So that's enough to cast Commander. And draw a card from Rite of Harmony. Hermblade got a counter from Kyla. Right, tapping 4 extra to do to play a Join Shields. Untapping that. We're going to Dawn this just to play on the Chaos and Hallow, the Lunarch, for
Yeah.
0, which will then get a counter. Kylo will then get a counter, and I will draw a card for the human entering the battlefield. So we'll go down to a green, and we'll use that. We'll go down to 2 white left in the pool, and I'll draw another card from the Rite of Harmony. She gets counter, Kylo gets counter, and I'll pass the turn.
Untap draw. Take 4 to cast a species specialist.
I was wondering when that card would show up.
I'll choose humans.
What does it do?
Whenever a human dies, I draw a card. I'm gonna pay 2 and I'm gonna cast Feed the Swarm on Tovalar. I will lose 3 life. 1, 2, 3. And a human dies and I'll draw a card. I guess I'll just pass.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I gotta flip this dude. It's now a Westvale cult leader. Power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures I control, and at the beginning of my upstep, I make a 1/1 black. Oh my god, white and black human cleric. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap 4 and flashback Marshalling Cry. So creatures I control will have +1/+1 and vigilance until end of turn. I'm gonna brave the elements and give pro black.
I guess in response to the spell, since I'm not going to be able to do anything anyway in a second, I'll sack Zulaport to the Relic Vial, or I'll lose 2, I'll gain 2. Or I'll sack it to Ormondal. Draw a card. And draw a card from Species Specialist. And I'll sack the Species Specialist to the Soul Devi Adenate. I'll draw a card. Each player will lose life, I'll gain life. I'll sack the Adenate to Ormondal, or I'll lose life, I'll gain life. Draw. Yep, nothing to do. Go ahead.
Okay, I will go to combat and swing the Westvale cult leader at Kink. And I'll make 3 attacking ones that will turn into 5/5s coming at each of you. And that will give everything +3/+3. It's a 12/12. And also a 5/5.
Oh, also a 5/5.
And also a
The
5/5.
5/5 can get blocked by the adversary. The messenger will chump the big one.
Greg, you got a 5/5 coming at you.
I'll stick the veteran war leader in front of it.
I will block the 5/5.
And I will pass my turn. And create a 1/1.
We'll untap. We'll draw.
I play 2 spells.
Land for turn. I think we're going to neg 3 on Ireland. Back down to 2. So you get 2 more wolves. We'll do 3. Gyre Reach Bandit. Got the transform mechanic on its front. The old transform mechanic. And then for 2, we'll equip the Stoneforge Masterwork to the primal adversary.
How big that is?
13/12.
2.
Alright, Vo. Here comes primal adversary.
I'll take 13, sure.
We will pass.
Planes for turn, then tap 6 for a death presence. We'll go to combat. Right, Coven trigger, everything has indestructible, and then I will swing the Heron Blade, the Veteran War Leader, and the Stalwart Pathlighter at you.
In response,
Oh, you.
equal treatment.
Is that a
What-
fog or what?
If any source would deal 1 or more damage to a creature or player this turn, it deals 2 damage to that creature or player instead. And I draw a card.
Sick. I'm gonna block 1 with Ormondal.
Oh, you'll gain 2.
2 whole life!
And
And
you
I'll
take.
lose 4!
And then in my second main, I will tap all my mana in the Whisper of the Wild. Yeah, cast
to
Commander
fog.
Authority. That's me anyway.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Swamp. We're gonna move to combat. We're gonna swing 6 in the air at Arlen. Main 2. I'm gonna pay 6, and I'm gonna cast Deadly Tempest. And in response, I'm gonna pay 2 life to regenerate Ormondal. Destroy all creatures. Each player loses life equal to the number of creatures they control that were destroyed this way. Cast a Keen Duelist. And
So I
I
might
will
lose an
pass
additional
the
one.
turn.
I'll play Adeline and pass.
Draw. Alright, we're just going to tap 5
Palace
for a
Jailer.
volatile arsonist. And,
It's got Minaj.
Yeah, it does got Minachi, and it's got haste, but we're going to waste the haste because I want to hold it back.
Don't waste that haste.
We're going to waste that haste from passing.
Wasting the hasting.
Untap, draw.
A giant
You just gonna play it
beanstalk
quiet?
boy. Not even going on an adventure. Giant beanstalk boy.
And a Crusader of Odric. And a pass
Crusader
down.
of Odric. Well, Wizard said he doesn't want the card.
No, I want the card.
Oh,
I want
okay.
the card.
Okay. King Duelist
Crusader
talking
of
to
Odric.
Wizard.
Planes.
Bastion of Remembrance. You take 3.
Oh, fuck.
I'll draw. It's 2,
Or reach for that
2
matter.
to foretell a card.
Is it a
Pay
boat?
3 for a Bastion of Remembrance. Make a human. 3 for a Grimoire Respects. I'll go to combat and I'll swing 6 in the air, Wizard.
I took 9 for a plane.
Not bad.
That's. I'm gonna tap 5 for Cathar's Crusade. I didn't know what, Vo. I'm gonna swing at you.
And then
No.
everybody's getting attacked by a 7/7.
Sorry, there are 8/8s because of Force of Vigor.
I'm going to block.
Okay.
Mhm.
Craig can block with his Bean Boy. I'm gonna block Adeline and the other guy with my little chumpy dudes. I'm gonna swoop. I'm gonna sack them to Ormondal. So each opponent will lose 2, I'll gain 2. And I'll draw 2 from Ormondal, 1 from the Haruspecs.
Pass.
I'll
Sick
untap.
board, bro.
Best
In
thing
the
I can do here is just play
arms of the
the biggest
angels,
wolf
I
and pass turn.
obey.
Well, I'm gonna
Adeline.
flash out Dictate of Heliod. Gives my creatures +2/+2.
But what I was going to do is I was going to tap everything to play Kyla. I drew and played a planes. I'm going to swing the Crusader of Odric and the B-Man. I'm swinging it though. It's a 3/3 and an 11/11.
I'm gonna block the Bean Man and sack it to Ormondal. I'll take 3, 1, 2, 3, and then everybody will lose 1. I'll gain 1. Yeah, I mean, you know it, you love it. It's a boat. Haunting Voyage.
Oh, god damn it.
Naming humans. The species specialist will name humans.
You win, don't you? Right here, unless the name gets W.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause you can win at
I have
instant
Zulaport.
speed.
I
Yep.
could just sack 5 creatures and drain out everyone for 10.
Cool.
Remember when I saved you?
I do remember that. So what I'll do is I'll go to combat and I'll hit Craig in the air for 6. And he'll go down to 4, and so technically you'll get second place because you'll die last, Wizard.
That's not what I meant at all.
The best theme. We'll start with Kink. Turn order. Going first.
Wizards play a lot of Cathar cards again. Had all the buffs.
Yeah, he had both of the pump 1/1s cards. It was good.
Yep.
Definitely a
the theme
lot.
right there. Humans get big.
I'm a little bit torn. The wolves really do the wolf thing.
Yeah, you do it so
I always
consistently.
do the wolf thing.
Like it's tough to see it as Borthos because you really are just playing such good value cards, but all of the best value cards are really in Borthos. So I mean, you're getting my
He's
vote.
so committed to the theme, you know.
It works.
I mean, that's how tribal deck is. You commit to the theme so hard that
Mhm.
the payoffs are like ridiculously good. I'll say the wolf. So then we'll do splashiest play.
Splashiest play goes to the boat.
Is it because it's a boat?
No, it's because it brings back all your creatures and wins you the game. Anytime
That
you
is
play
pretty
it, it's gotta
good.
be the splashy play. I mean, I feel
It's a
anyways,
game-winning card.
Yeah, it's a game-winning card.
I put down your wolf thing, even though it didn't work out.
Yeah, it would have been better if it made tokens, and I kind of thought it did. Shame on me for not reading cards, but it still was okay. I still think it would have been fine if I'd have went the next turn. It's just you exile my lands, so
Flashiest play. I would say it was the board wipe that Craig
a close
played
second.
The
very
Dusk.
early in the game. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it was very selective and no one was pissed. I mean,
Well, I mean, I was not happy.
I was very impressed by how effective it was while also like maintaining a board state. So I'm gonna
It's
vote for
because he
that
had
one.
the other little creature that gave his team indestructible.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, that
That's what I'm going for.
So then the most valuable card.
oh, that's the choker.
Hell
You
yeah!
think it's the Joker?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm voting for the Joker. That's why
I
I had to get rid of it.
It
I
definitely set the game down to where by turn like 4 or 5, everyone was down below 30 or close to it.
yeah, I was really putting the Joker on my radar, and then he got taken out of the game, so I don't know how much it would have actually like sped the game up. I do think the game was going to be over pretty quick with that.
Mm-hmm.
Other stuff, the Arlen that again just stuck around for like 7 turns,
Yeah, for
and it
real.
just
Yeah.
like poops out
She
wolves,
makes
makes
mana,
mana.
then poops out wolves. Yeah.
Like the fact that you lost those 3 lands was almost negligible because you
Because she
had
gave
Arlen
+2.
continuing to spit them out.
Yeah.
So Arlen and Craig's thing where he kept having fucking indestructible.
Indestructible.
I think we only have one more match before the season's over, right? But don't
I'm
fear,
either gonna
everybody. If you're worried
yeah.
about a lack of whose league is it anyways, there will be a season 2. Yo, it's Kink. What up? Appreciate y'all watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, a like on the YouTube video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting our video to show up more. So if you liked it, maybe other people will like it too. So give it that thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. That way you get a notification somewhere in your YouTube notifications about whenever we got a new video going live. Also, don't forget to check out our Facebook page. That way, if there's any other information that you might not get from subscribing for YouTube, or for some reason the YouTube algorithm messes up and doesn't send you a notification, like that would ever happen, you might get a notification about a post about a video or something else going on PTW style that you might want to waste your time on. And while you're at it, I know you got a Twitter, so you might as well follow us. The only reason we made it is so that you could, so go ahead and do it and make it worthwhile. It also will notify you about whenever a video goes live or other PTW related stuff. So if you really like the content, you'll want to follow that Twitter. And if you really liked what you saw, be sure to head over to the Patreon, where you can become an official time waster for just $1 a month and support the channel. All donations go towards helping us create better content, which we have tons of ideas for in the future. Once again, thank you all for watching. Peace.
That's